Okay, so that's out here.
Cool.
So we're ready to clear?
Yep.
Are you ready?
Yep, we'll go ahead and remove this first so we can see if there's anybody on the prop.
That's a good thing. It's not on the checklist. We just assume that everyone's clear.
Yeah. Alright, brakes, hold, prop area. Clear.
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 Clear. Clear.
Clear.
Clear.
Clear.
Clear.
Closed from the approach end of runway 22 to the Retrix Hangar 7 ramp. Taxiway Bravo is also closed between runway 14 and taxiway Charlie. Runway 4 is unavailable to aircraft with a wingspan of more than 79 feet. Ground control and clearance delivery are combined on ground frequency 121.9er. All aircraft read back runway assignment and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact to ATIS information Foxtrot.
Information Foxtrot.
So to bring to this information, Foxtrot time 1553 Zulu, wind 110 at 6, gust 16, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 32, dew point 21, altimeter 3014. Arrivals expect visual approaches, landing and departing runway 14 and runway 4. Notices to airmen, land and hold short operations in use. All aircraft use caution for increased bird activity in the vicinity of the airport. Taxiway Bravo is closed from the approach end of runway 22 to the Retrix Hangar 7 ramp. Taxiway Bravo is also closed between runway 14 and taxiway Charlie. Runway 4 is unavailable to aircraft with a wingspan of more than 79 feet. Ground control and clearance delivery are combined on ground frequency 121.9er. All aircraft read back runway assignment and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact to ATIS information Foxtrot.
Alright, cool. Foxtrot.
So to bring to this information, Foxtrot time 1553 Zulu, wind 110 at 6, gust 16, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 32, dew point 21, altimeter 3014. Arrivals expect visual approaches, landing and departing runway 14 and runway 4. Notices to airmen, land and hold short operations in use. All aircraft use caution for increased bird activity in the vicinity of the airport. Taxiway Bravo is closed from the approach end of runway 22 to the Retrix Hangar 7 ramp. Taxiway Bravo is also closed between runway 14 and taxiway Charlie. Runway 4 is unavailable to aircraft with a wingspan of more than 79 feet. Ground control and clearance delivery are combined on ground frequency 121.9er. All aircraft read back runway assignment and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact to ATIS information Foxtrot.
So do we know where we're going?
So to bring to the
So the winds are 110 at 12, gust 16, so it's going to be kind of nasty for runway 04, which is going to be the pattern work runway. Landing and departing runway 14 and 4. So we could probably expect to go southbound to Venice.
Ground,
so I'm going to check
November 1,
Venice's
9er, Charlie
ATIS
Hotel, J Hangars, Venice
flight.
2000.
Yes. Only hear like half my ear.
9er Charlie Hotel, Sarasota ground on departure heading 180, VFR to below 1,600, Tampa 119.65, squawk 0126.
November 199.
Venice, we're looking at
Charlie
best
Hotel,
wind.
For runway 13, it's a perfect headwind. 13012.
Tampa 119.65.
So it should be a 0-knot crosswind.
0126.
9er Charlie Hotel, readback correct. Advisory from J Hangars with information Fox.
Yep, showing 12 knots headwind, a 1-knot crosswind.
Thank you, Foxtrot.
Huh. Oh, mine wasn't updated for 169 minutes. And yours was updated 9 minutes ago. There we go.
Sarasota ground, southwest 4111. We are ready to taxi. We got echo.
Doesn't look good either place, huh?
Southwest 4111, Sarasota ground, taxi via Bravo Alpha, crest runway 14, taxi via Bravo Alpha, hold
so
short
it's only 30 degrees off of...
Bravo Alpha.
Our best wind right now, 4 to 9 knot crosswinds on runway 13. So 1 to 13 as headwind.
Yep.
It's windy out there.
Yeah, it's pretty windy. So what we can do is we can still go southbound towards Venice, but we can do like maybe a maneuver or two on the way down, and then we'll call it, and then do some touch and goes at Venice and see how we feel. And if we feel pretty okay about those landings, or if they're not too throwing you around and stuff, then we'll continue to land. Otherwise, we'll do some maneuvers.
I think the winds were the same last time.
Yeah, kind of.
11 knots.
All right.
Okay, cool.
So we're going to go VFR to Venice at 1,500 feet. So they're going to give us that craft. So CRAFT. I'm at the C. R is going to be on departure flight heading 180. A is going to be maintain VFR at or below 1,600 feet. Contact team at departure on 19.65. Squawk 01.
Why don't we just after 1,600?
I mean, you could. We'll just descend 1,000 feet because we're not going out that far. So we can do 1,600 to make it that easy. So maintain. So VFR to Venice 1,600. I'll go reline.
RV 199er Charlie Hotel at the north hangars with Foxtrot ready for taxi.
RV 9er Charlie Hotel, runway 14, taxi Foxtrot Charlie.
All right, I gotta get my mind together here. We're going to Sarasota ground, which would be
199er Charlie Hotel.
The 1219. Okay. Sarasota ground, 655 Papa Delta. We're at Universal Hangar. We are requesting departure to the Venice area, 1,600.
Cessna 655 Papa Delta, Sarasota ground on departure heading 180, VFR to below 1,600, Tampa 119.65, squawk 0137.
Feedback is 1,000, maintain VFR at or below 1,600. Departure heading 180, maintain VFR at or below 1,600, departure frequency 119.65, and our squawk is 0137, 655 Papa Delta.
5 Papa Delta, readback correct, advisory taxi break southwest 4634, Sarasota ground, taxi Alpha Bravo.
All right, cool. So we'll continue on the checklist.
When she just finished, she said, readback correct, she taking a like a pause,
breather?
A breather. She ran into the other guy.
She's busy, yeah.
I'm like, huh?
Yeah, because traditionally we don't reply to that. So we'll go ahead and finish the checklist and make sure that we have everything.
Yep.
And then we'll call ready to taxi. We can expect a runway 14, taxi via Echo Bravo Charlie hold shore 04. Just like what you have in there. 14 via Echo Bravo Charlie hold short, runway 22, which is fine. It's the same runway. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
4 and 22, but I like to say the same one that they're using. They're actively using 4, so if they tell me to cross runway 4, I know which way to look for departure if I don't forget in the ATIS, if I don't remember in the ATIS. So I know what I'm looking for in terms of approaches and arrivals. So we're going to check the checklist to make sure that we've completed everything in accordance with before start and after engine start. So let's check the oil pressure.
Oil pressure is
in the green. It's going to be the bottom left, and oil temperature is risen. Yep. Now we're in the green.
Vacuum is in the green.
Cool.
Ampage at
0. A little bit of a discharge. The load meter.
Fuel is good. Fuel flow at what, 3?
Yeah, it's fine where it's at. Cool.
Okay.
And we'll keep checking there.
Potatoes, we don't check them until I run up.
So this is essentially for the engine to start, but yeah. The oil pressure we checked, fuel pump is off, low voltage annunciator, you just checked and tested it. Taxi lights, we can turn the taxi light on.
Taxi lights are on.
Cool. And avionics master's already on, flaps are up, then we can go to after engine start. So ATIS, we've obtained GPS, don't have to worry about GPS. Again, don't worry about autopilot, it's not applicable. Elevator trim set. So it looks like somebody put it on the arrow. Let's swap that on up to K for me. Flight controls, free and correct, so we can go ahead and test those flight controls. Right aileron goes up, left aileron goes down, left aileron goes up, right aileron goes down, and back. And tension on the rudders. And then we have winds at 110, so we're going to put the ailerons over to the left and neutral elevator. Cool. Gauge size set to magnetic compass. We already set that. It already precessed a little bit.
A lot.
So there we are. We have our heading set to 180.
938 Juliet, Sarah just off there.
Heading going at 180.
Yep.
938 Juliet,
It's on 180.
taxi Dolphin via Alpha.
Alright, via Alpha, 8 Juliet.
Hey.
And autopilot not applicable, fuel quantity, we already checked that. Nav, comm radios have been set, so we got tower here, we got departure here. We'll just flip on over to tower whenever we're ready. Cool, transponder, we have the code 0137 in, and I have it on standby mode so that we're not, you know, overcumbering their their radar. And ready to taxi, brakes are good. So we are at Universal Information.
Eyes on initial contact, you have ATIS information Foxtrot.
We have information Foxtrot, ready to taxi.
Retrix south.
Touch 376, clear to the ground, runway 14, taxi via Echo, Bravo, Charlie, hold short of runway 22.
Echo, Bravo, Charlie.
And she's going to tell us to follow that traffic too. So that she'll say wait till you have that traffic in sight and follow them. And we'll just say we'll follow on Echo, Bravo, Charlie, hold short. So at Universal Information Foxtrot, ready to taxi.
Sarasota to ground, 655 Papa Delta, information Foxtrot, we are ready to taxi.
At Universal.
At Universal.
To the ground, maneuver on the ramp, but hold short of Juliet. Traffic's citation coming out of the Retrix South ramp advice, and you get the traffic in sight.
Alright, we'll hold short of taxiway Juliet and wait for the citation to come out 655 Papa Delta.
Touch at 376, traffic will be assessed, not holding short of Juliet, waiting for you.
Roger that. We'll be like.
Alright, brakes release, brakes test, brakes are good.
Ground 346 Romeo, clear runway 04.
There's the citation over to our left. That's the traffic we're going to follow.
Straight ahead or right on Delta Foxtrot to parking seat.
Actually straight ahead on hotel for 346 Romeo.
And there's that citation that we're going to be following. Papa Delta's got the citation in sight.
Delta 5 Papa Delta, use caution for jet blast, follow the citation to runway 14, hold short of runway 22.
Alright, we'll follow the citation up to 14 and hold short of runway 22, 655 Papa Delta, thank you. Alright, so we're going to give them a little bit because they're going to be...
Yeah.
It's going to be hot with their engine blast and everything, so you'll feel that heat if you have your elbow out. You'll feel it here.
Oh, really?
3, 2, 1, we'll release, and then you're going to feel that heat in a few seconds. A little more power.
Yeah, heels on the ground, or off the ground.
Yep, so we'll be light on the brakes. I notice you're kind of pinched on the brakes a little bit. So we want to kind of pivot our ankles back a little bit. So you're not on the brakes.
Okay.
Then we'll throttle back a little bit. Allow ourselves to descend via lack of engine power.
Sarasota ground, speed 167, and Retric ready to taxi.
Jet speed 167, runway 14, taxi via Echo Bravo Charlie, hold short of runway 22.
We'll hold up here.
14, yep. Echo Bravo Charlie, hold short of 22.
We can continue forward a little more.
Citation 603 Charlie Delta, Sarasota ground, taxi via Alpha.
Alpha to Dolphin 603 Charlie.
And we'll just hold short of taxiway Charlie behind them. Right up here, because we're not in their jet blast, it'll just be in front of us.
Okay.
And then we'll have a jet behind us.
Oh, we will have a jet behind us?
Yep.
Awesome.
Situational awareness, listening into the radios. We had somebody who's at Retric North, they're taxiing in 14 as well.
I thought he was Retric.
Also.
Okay, okay.
So we got another guy.
Okay.
Search at 376, hold position, multiple arrivals inbound to runway 4, it's going to be a few minutes.
I'll put her in park. It's going to be a minute, she said. Situational awareness.
This is my friend that likes to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, this is someone else. She's
another
more
one?
laid back. Yeah, the other one, she has a pronounced I want to say a slight southern accent. This one's the young one. At least she sounds very, very young.
They like that, I guess. You can call me young. The old Betty. We recognize her. To get ourselves in trouble here. They all sound young.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah.
Overflying 1-4, really crabbing it. As we can see, this guy over here. I guess he did it to go around for landing traffic or something, or just did it for do it. All right, is that jet behind us yet? Yep.
Yeah, Ramirez. Did they happen?
No.
No.
Ramirez for the
For an airplane.
For an airplane, no.
Maybe I've just come up with something.
There you go. You can't put it in reverse unless you're getting tugged, but when you're getting tugged, you got somebody looking that way anyways. Whatever's behind you is old news.
6, cross runway 22 at Charlie.
Cross 22 at Charlie, excited 376.
I assume we're probably going to follow. We can't cross. We haven't.
Papa Delta, just use caution for jet blast, traffic 2 mile final, Cessna, cross runway 22 at Charlie.
Cross runway 22 via Charlie, 655 Papa Delta.
I feel that
Number
jet
5
blast.
Papa Delta, after you cross the runway, I want you to go to intersection Charlie 1.
Over to Charlie 1655 Papa Delta after crossing.
Sarasota ground system 107 Papa Foxtrot
Lights
at Alpha 4.
Lights on, yep, go and landing.
Landing. Yep.
107
line's
Papa
clear.
Foxtrot, Sarasota ground, taxi via Alpha.
Alpha to Hangar, 7 Papa Foxtrot.
That's V167, hold short of runway 22.
Holding short, jet speed 1.
I believe she meant Charlie 2, not Charlie 1. Because that's Delta. So we'll just hold off on Charlie 2 instead. I assume she wants the traffic behind us to go in and depart before us. We'll just pull over at Charlie 2 and we'll kind of do a little left.
We're assuming she's asking, saying Charlie 2?
Yeah.
We do the run up here.
No. That won't be necessary. I'm just going to pull like this just in case she wants us back on Charlie or if she wants us to cross the runway.
Delta 5 Papa Delta, I'm sorry, go down to Charlie 1 please, Charlie 1 intersection.
Intersection Charlie 1655 Papa Delta. Okay, so we're going to depart via Charlie 1.
Jet speed 167, cross runway 22 at Charlie.
Crossing 22 at Charlie.
Now, did these jets do a run up also?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's going to be for a propeller aircraft. So we're going to take intersection Charlie 1. So what we're going to do is bring it on up to Charlie 1, hold short of Charlie 1 for the jet behind us because we'll be taking Charlie 1. The other guys are going to take full length. We're going to do our run up. I don't want to get in the way of the jet who's going to be behind us.
Yeah, exactly.
Ground Crypto 618 Juliet Retrix.
Crypto 618, Cessna ground, taxi straight in, and I have your outbound here to executive. If you'd like it, let me know when you're ready to copy.
Alright, straight into Retrix and stand by 1 second, Crypto 618.
Roger.
Oh, wait, that was Foxtrot. Yeah, Fox. No. Charlie 1's going to be up here, almost full length. I think there's already somebody on Charlie 1. I can't tell if they're full length or not.
The propeller guy up
Crypto
there.
618, clear to land at executive airport via the Sarasota 5 departure.
Radar
See if we can to
fit.
Lakelands,
Because
then
he looks like he's
Andro
stopping right in front of Charlie 1.
as Alpha November Delta Romeo Oscar, then as filed. Maintain 3,000, expect 9,000, 10 minutes after departure.
Yeah, we're not going to fit.
Frequency 119.65.
So we're just going to do our run up here because they have to be, you know, that smaller aircraft has to be cleared.
Yeah.
So we're just going to do our run up right here.
5 radar vectors.
We're in ILS, right?
3,000, 9,000.
What's up?
We're still on the ILS.
1965 and
What?
We're still on the ILS.
Squawk Crypto 618.
Crypto
We just crossed it.
618, reback
Okay.
correct, advise
So that's the
information.
ILS critical hold short area whenever there's...
I thought we were still in it.
Don't worry about it. That's for instrument. And if we're in IMC conditions, make sure full forward. Fuel selectors both, fuel shut-off valves off. Doors and windows are secure, seat belts are locked fast, and everything is good. So we're going to go to 1,800 RPM.
Alrighty, we'll check the magnetos left. No drop before any more than 175. Back to both.
Stabilized.
Stabilized. And now we'll check the right. No drop more than 175. No different. No 50. No difference between 50 between the two.
Yep. No difference more than 50 between the two.
Back to both.
Stabilized. Looks good. Engine instruments. So.
Instruments are looking good.
Fuel flow's good. Oil pressure is good. Oil temperature is good. Vacuum's good. Ammeter showing 0. Looks decent. And outsiders and earlier lights test. Yep. Lights work. Idle complete.
Oh, complete.
Cool. 600 to 800 looks good there. All right.
Push it up to 1,000.
Yep. Transponder to set on altitude mode. Landing and strobe lights are going on. Mixture slightly lean. Strobe and landing lights on.
Strobe and landing lights on. Let's see. On. No pitot tube.
Pitot heat.
No pitot.
Don't worry about pitot heat.
Straight in.
And we'll release the brakes.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Deflect over to the right, and then get behind the jet.
A little wake turbulence, I think, huh?
What's that?
A little wake turbulence.
Jet from the jet in front of us?
Yeah.
No, that's considered prop or jet blast from their exhaust.
No, I mean when he takes off, we'll.
Oh yeah, there'll be jet blast, but we may be departing before then because we're going to intersection Charlie 1.
Oh,
if we can squeeze through, we'll see what's going on.
Gotcha.
So we'll realign this. This thing just keeps getting set off.
Is there any way of fixing that?
I don't know. The vacuum it looks perfectly fine, so it just might be the instrument itself having some type of error. Got trim set for takeoff, mixture rich full forward. Flaps are going to be 0 for today's takeoff. Rotate to 55. And once we get to about 500 feet, we'll make our southbound turn, which will be just a few degrees off over to the right.
Okay.
Head on over the shorelines, and once we get to the shoreline, just follow those southbound. Hit up Venice, maybe do some maneuvers on the way, slow flight perhaps. Then listen into Venice weather, find out what runway's going to be best, altimeter set and everything like that, and approach inbound. We're going to use we're going to use our cruise checklist today, because I want to start flowing in with the checklist.
Checklist here.
Yep, so you can go ahead and get that set on that appropriate page. So it's going to be right there, this page right here. So we've already completed all this. There's cruise down here. Power set.
More than 2100 or 1200 to 2700 RPM. No more than 75%. Mixture lean. Altimeters, main, AP, GPS, reset.
Yeah, we'll do that when we're at altitude, though.
Oh, okay.
That's the cruise checklist at altitude. So we're going to do that up at altitude. All right, we're holding short of runway 14 at intersection Charlie 1. And now we can, for number 1, holding short so we can swap on over to tower. So I'll have you say Sarasota Tower, Cessna 60155, so holding short of runway 14 at intersection Charlie 1.
It's 6055.
Alright, 655 Papa Delta, that was 6055 last one.
199 Charlie Hotel.
Whoa!
Whoops.
So, what I want to say is...
376, the RV is going to be southbound, runway 14.
Sarasota Tower, 655 Papa Delta, hold short, runway 14 at Charlie 1.
Runway 4.
Ready for departure.
Ready for departure.
It's going to be a full stop for 409, but I'll return.
Should I wait for this guy to go or what?
409, Roger, runway 4, clear to land.
With the departing traffic in sight, you can say if you want.
RV9, Charlie Hotel, contact Tampa Departure, have a nice day.
Sarasota Tower, 655 Papa Delta, we are hold short, runway 14 at Charlie 1, and have departure in sight, 655 Papa Delta.
Number 655 Papa Delta, Sarasota Tower, hold short, runway 14, Charlie 1.
Hold short 14.
Hold short 14, 655 Papa Delta.
Jet speed 167 is ready.
Jet speed 167, Sarasota Tower, hold short, runway 14.
So we got a quartering tailwind, so dive away.
Jet 376, contact Tampa Departure, good day.
Departure day, exit at 376.
Ready, moved. About right.
Yep, that looks good.
But they'll let this guy go.
Bonanza 62 Whiskey's with you. Clear for the visual. I have the phenom ahead in sight.
Bonanza 4362 Whiskey, Sarasota Tower, continue inbound runway 14, traffic will be holding position, departing Friday, Rebel.
62 Whiskey, continuing, man. Yeah, 340, southbound final.
Just hit 340, Sarasota Tower, runway 14, clear to land.
Clear to land 34, 14, good day.
On the brakes? Oh, you're not.
Oh, should I be on the brakes?
Yeah, you should be always on the brakes when we're holding short.
I thought you had controls.
Yeah, we both got them right now.
I
Good
didn't
practice.
want to interfere.
Bonanza 62 Whiskey, reduce speed when able.
62 Whiskey, slowing it down.
Sea-Ray 1 Delta Juliet, turn base at the outer shoreline.
Alright, it's a Sea Wind 1 Delta Juliet, will turn base at the shoreline.
Sus 409, contact ground 49er.
49er, 409.
Better.
There you go.
Do what? Steep turns today, power stalls.
Yep, and some slow flight. And then heading on into Venice, do some touch and goes, see how we feel, then maybe do some more maneuvers if it's not that good. While we're waiting, we can put Venice's information in standby. Here's the sectional chart, which I'm sure you're used to. So there's the AWAS, 119-275. We can put 119-275 in standby on COM 2. Perfect, that's 275, so that's good. Flip that over to active, and we can put CTAF in there, which is going to be represented with that C, 122-725.
Jet speed 167, runway 14, full length line up and wait, traffic is at Bonanza on a 4-mile final.
Line up and wait, 14, Gulfstream 167. Jet speed 167.
Sea-Wind 1 Delta Juliet, make a left 360.
Gulfstream there.
What's up?
Gulfstream.
Yep.
Gulfstream 3.
Switch at 340, you're going to go to Retric South.
Forward.
Switch at 340, turn
Smaller
left to Juliet, contact ground 49, have a nice day.
Juliet 49, thanks.
Told you to let him go first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait for a slow ass today.
Yeah, that's probably why they had us on Charlie 1.
Jet speed 167, runway 14, full length, clear for takeoff.
Clear takeoff, Gulfstream 167.
Talking about what, 275, actually 250 knots versus what, 55?
Yeah, about. Yeah, we'll probably rotate around like 120.
Justify Papa Delta, runway 14, intersection Charlie 1, line up and wait, traffic is at Bonanza on a 2-mile final.
14, line from way at intersection Charlie 1, 5 Papa Delta.
Justify Papa Delta, caution wake turbulence, Gulfstream 4 departing, runway 14, Charlie 1, you clear for takeoff.
14, intersection Charlie 1, clear for takeoff, 655 Papa Delta. Alright, Mike.
Bonanza 62 Whiskey, runway 14, clear 2,
Mike,
lands,
so I'm
winds,
going to teach you a short
13010.
field takeoff.
Land 14.
Notice you got flaps at 10.
Full
Crank
power,
the
1, 2, 3,
Runway
release.
40, clear low approach.
Clear low approach for runway 41 Delta Juliet.
Jet speed 167, contact Tampa departure, good day.
And then we're going to climb out at
167, cheers.
80 or 58 knots. So there's rotate right there. Then we're going to rotate at 58. There's 58.
Wake turbulence, huh?
Wake turbulence avoidance, just getting really high in a small amount of distance.
Wind 1 Delta Juliet, traffic is a Cessna. Just departed runway 14, they're airborne just north of the midfield intersection, pass behind that traffic.
Okay, we're looking for him, we'll pass behind him on Delta Juliet.
Pause it right. Safe altitude.
And can you see my right main gear?
They're 1 Delta Juliet, there's 3 of us up here, we're going to check it for you as soon as you get closer.
Sounds good, thanks.
That was a short takeoff, short field takeoff.
Yep.
And 1 Delta Juliet's got Cessna in sight.
November 1 Delta Juliet. And go ahead and start your go around. I do have traffic landing on runway 14, and we'll take a look at your gear on the go around.
Let's go around now, 1 Delta Juliet.
That's 5 Papa Delta, contact Tampa departure.
Over departure, 5 Papa Delta, see you in a bit. Alright, so this is where we're going to tell them our altitude and our heading. So,
Say Tampa departure, 655 Papa Delta, we are 1,000, climbing to 1,600.
180 on the heading.
1,800, okay.
Yep.
Good, 376, 10 4 miles, but it's 134.42.
3442, exit at 376 today.
Yeah.
Tampa departure, 655 Papa Delta, we're climbing 1,100, aiming for 1,600, heading 180 for Venice.
655 Papa Delta, Tampa, thanks. Ident, and you can just follow the shore out or below 2,000 to Venice.
Alright, we'll follow the shoreline south to Venice, below 2,000 feet, 655 Papa Delta, thanks. You don't have to tell them all that stuff, just you know, 1,400 climbing, 1,600, 180 on heading.
I thought I'd do that because last time they didn't know we were going to Venice.
They don't worry about that. That's on the ground. There was a mistake. There was a mistake on their end. That's not our fault, and that's not our responsibility. No need to worry about that.
Service approach runway 14, contact Sarasota Tower, yeah.
Just those two things. 1,500 climbing, 1,600, 180 on the heading.
Jet speed 167, contact Miami Center 132.35, yeah.
Your complete control.
Miami 3235. Just be 167, cheers.
5,500. Temperature 3 Celsius. Dew point 20 Celsius. Altimeter 30. 16 inches of mercury. Remarks. Density altitude 2100.
Runway 23.
Keeping the nose down, then pulling out the throttle.
There you go.
Good morning, afternoon, Tampa departure, Jet speed 913 out of 1200 for 3,000.
Wind 120.
Speed 913 Tampa, good morning,
18 knots. Wind
day
variable
ident for me, maintain 12,000.
And
Perfect. 12,000, jet speed 913.
6
913, thanks for your contact, leaving 3,000, turn right direct circus on course.
Right turn direct circus on course,
We can
jet speed
expect runway
913.
13.
We flew into last time.
Yeah.
Do we do a teardrop?
Oh, no. We're just going to go out to the west and then enter the 45 right down with runway 13. I'll explain it when we get a little closer. But for right now, let's maintain 1,600 into slow flight. So yeah, 1,500 RPM, flaps 10. We're within the flap operating range. Now we can go flaps full. And well, power is necessary to keep our altitude and pitch is necessary for about, I'd say 55 knots.
November 55 Golf Yankee. November 55 Golf Yankee.
Oh, yes, sir. Just departed Abbott Wooded, SR22 going to Sarasota.
Golf Yankee, thanks. Squawk 0171, cleared into Bravo, altitude your discretion, runway 14.
Okay, 0171 and cleared into the Bravo.
We'll add more power.
Thank you.
We'll add more power, we're descending.
Okay. was looking at the
Just be 913. We're going to keep about a 290 heading for about 5 miles or so before we turn to the surface for some buildups.
I was offline. Air Shuttle 679, you're checking back in?
Just be 913. Just need about a 290 heading for about 5 miles or so before we can go direct to circus for some buildups.
Just be 913, approved as requested. Just be 913, circus when able, contact Miami Center 3235, let them know when you're deviating.
Over direct circus now and 3235, jet speed 913, so long.
This is technically slow flight.
Yep. Yeah, because we're slow, 55 knots.
5 knots, heading 180, and...
We'll reduce a little bit of power because we're climbing.
Approach Shell 679 on the go.
A little more power, we'll add a little more power.
Yeah, Air Shuttle 679, San Francisco, maintain 3,000 and... Bravo 406, turn right heading 350, maintain 5,000.
There you go, very good. This is it, this is it. This is slow flight. Just keep fighting with that heading.
No crosswind from the ocean there.
That's Sarasota. Paragraph Yankee, alright, thanks. I'm trying to, they just had someone's gear collapsed on them on runway 14. I'm trying to find out if we can still use the other runway. 47 Lima Delta, just heads up for you as well. Runway 14 is closed, the disabled aircraft. I'm trying to find out if we can use...
3.
There's a couple there. Air Shuttle 6079, Sam, just verify you're with me in level 3, right?
With you, 3000, Air Shuttle 679.
Yeah, thanks. Turn right heading 230.
Right turn 230, Shuttle 679.
Follow the shoreline.
This compass is wacky here.
Yeah, a little bit. Whenever we turn, it's going to dip, so don't worry about the compass. Now we're going to worry about our visual heading.
Tower Coyote 662, is something going on?
We'll just follow the shoreline south. Yep.
The wind I'm feeling?
We'll put you on a heading. I'll have you fly on that heading that I just booked. And then you can power for altitude and pitch for airspeed.
I'm really stepping on this rudder.
Right.
Like a workout.
Right.
Do other airplanes have like power rudder, like power steering?
Bigger planes.
Oh, okay.
6046. And it was 46299, checking back in. You said just be a part of Kissimmee?
Throttle higher. Yep, throttle higher to go higher.
And verify you are canceling the IFR right now for me.
Affirmative, 499. Tower Coyote 662. Coyote 662, Sarasota Tower. It's probably going to be a while for runway 14. What's your wingspan?
46299, spark 0133.
133, It's about 30 feet for Coyote 662. Coyote 662, okay. I want to recommend...
Air Shuttle 6079, turn right heading 320.
Runway 22. The wind, so plan runway 4 possibly. The wind is 110 at 7.
Number 299, thanks. Radar contact.
Play with the trim here a bit.
We're pretty sure we can do runway 4. Coyote 662, radar contact ground 121.9.
Affirmative, we'll cancel the VFR flight following traffic. Kissimmee will go up to 3,500 to 990.
Op 3, Sarasota Tower.
Tempo altimeter 3017, and
Foxtrot is getting mechanics and equipment.
Op 3, cross runway 14, proceed to Foxtrot.
14, proceeding, up 3.
Down in a situation like this where you have a crosswind from the ocean, we're at flaps 30 right now. We could go faster, obviously, if we just put the flaps in.
Downwind to runway 4.
Left downwind to runway 4, 5 Golf Yankee. I can go straight in on 2-2 if that works.
It's 5 Golf Yankee, Connect to Terran, Sarasota Tower, that one, thanks.
Okay, you want me to go to the tower now?
It's 5 Golf Yankee, affirming Connect Sarasota Tower with you.
Over to the tower, Golf Yankee.
47 Lima Delta, just stay on that heading for the left downwind to runway 4, and let's just stay at 2,500 feet for now. You're going to follow a Cirrus, he's about 5 north of the field, got a low speed on you.
Okay, we'll maintain this heading. Do you want me to go to the tower yet?
47 Lima Delta, now just stay with me for a second.
Okay, we'll call 7 Lima Delta.
Robert Orange 406, connect, they're 5 degrees to the right, and connect to approach 118.5.
That's all right, 18.5, so on.
655 Papa Delta, looks like 2 or 3 in the pattern there, radar Venice, radar surface terminated, freak change approved.
Talking VFR 655 Papa Delta, take care.
Yeah.
That Tampa departure?
Yep.
But they released us.
2 Celsius. Altimeter 30. 1
we just got out of the
inches of mercury. Remarks. Density altitude.
Right to right downwind and reverse to
Traffic white system 655 Papa Delta is about 10 miles to the north. We're going to be circling out to the west, doing some maneuvers at 3000 Venice. Alright, cool. I want you to put me on a 210 degree heading and climb me up to 2000 with slow flight, keeping that 55 knots.
199 Charlie Hotel, turning for right base.
034 Romeo, 4.5.
Clearing turns.
Charlie is Venice traffic, Cessna 476 Tango Charlie is on downwind, runway 13 Venice.
You can add a lot more power than that. There you go.
Full throttle here.
Perfect.
I noticed we have flaps at 30.
That is correct, we're in slow flight.
That's why our airspeed is dipping a bit, so...
Well, we're in slow flight. We want our airspeed. You want to pitch for airspeed, remember?
Yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm dipping down a bit.
Absolutely. Well, we're dipping up a bit.
Cool.
And then we dip down if we get too slow. We're pitching for airspeed. So here we are at our altitude, then we can power back to that 18.5.
Target to the north.
Right, a little more.
Venice traffic.
Very good. So we're pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. Pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. Pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. Pitch for airspeed, and then power for altitude. Very good.
1 Tango Charlie turning crosswind runway 13 Venice traffic.
Back on the heading here. 1.
Yep, and we're descending just a wee bit, so we're going to put that power back to 18.5. We're going to pitch down for airspeed. And we're going to power for our altitude. Very good. And now we'll make the complete clearing turn. Turn left. 50. I'll check the area. You keep concentrating on slow flight.
Charlie turning final, runway 13.
Venice traffic, Orbital Flight 1 helicopters just north of the field, transition south along coastline, northbound, Venice traffic.
Hey.
Very good so far. Very, very good.
And over that traffic, it's 034 Romeo, we're on a 3-mile final for runway 19.
Venice traffic white says no 655 Papa Delta is about 8 miles to the northwest, just maneuvering at 2,000 feet. We'll be over and west.
Hey Andrew, should I come out and join you?
Absolutely, more the merrier.
A friend out there?
Yeah, that's Brett.
Traffic Cessna 1 Tango Charlie turning right base runway 13 Venice traffic.
You know everyone.
Venice traffic, vertical flight 1 helicopters at Venice Jetty along the coastline northbound 1,000 feet. Venice traffic.
That's real slow flight.
Yep.
Venice traffic Cessna 1 Tango Charlie turning final runway 13.
1,100.
Venice traffic.
Drop the
2,000.
2,100. Thank you. This is wacky here. I mean, you could barely see the horizon.
Yeah, kind of. I can see the definitive difference, but
yeah.
Oh, definitely without the glasses, I can't see it.
Venice traffic 199 Charlie Hotel.
150.
Midfield or right. Downwind 13. Venice traffic.
Remember, this is slow flight, so we're going to do slow turns. Easy, bank turns, simple, clean, fine, small, miniature small turns. It's slow turns.
Easy turns.
Easy, small, slow, little turns. Do a turn to the right. Power for altitude. And we'll pitch for airspeed. Full power for altitude. We'll pitch down for airspeed. And then you can trim as necessary.
Traffic 199 Charlie Hotel, turning right base for runway 13. Venice traffic.
And I'll have you climb me up to 2,300.
2,300.
Venice traffic 199 Charlie Hotel. Final 13 for touch and go.
Nice lazy turns.
Yep.
Venice traffic.
Walk still climbing.
Yep, that's great.
2,300.
Venice traffic Cessna 1 Tango Charlie turning crosswind runway 13 Venice traffic.
I was just looking at the precipitation. It's going to be down right over Venice. It looks like there's going to be some precip from that tower and cumulonimbus that's starting to develop.
I see.
Perfect. So you're at your altitude, then you can back that power back to what we remembered. About 28 or maybe even 2,900 RPM. Or I'm sorry, 18 to 1,900 RPM. And we'll pitch up because we're going to pitch for airspeed. And we'll turn right back to the heading that we were on. Nice, easy, small, minuscule, tiny little turns.
Venice traffic, Skyhawk 18728 is 6 nautical miles to the north. We'll be flying over the field at 3,000 and departing to the south. Venice traffic.
I hate when people just come on the radio and while somebody's talking just to cut them off.
Rude.
Yeah.
Where's up?
Yeah, I was just looking for my ADSB.
Oh.
Not getting anything. Oh well. Or visual. Pitch for airspeed.
Roger.
We're kind of turning a little bit to the left a little bit. By accident. Yeah, by accident we're turning to the left by accident, so we don't want to do that. Very good.
Venice traffic system, 1 Tango Charlie turning right base, runway 13 Venice traffic.
Peter 9 traffic, Skyhawk 3552 Charlie is turning left crosswind for runway 18, Peter 9.
Venice traffic system, 1 Tango Charlie turning final runway 13, full stop, Venice traffic.
Alright, cool. I'm happy with that. So let's transition this into a power off stall. So what's going to happen is we're going to bring the throttle to 1,500. We're going to slow to 65 right here. So we're at 65 knots. We're going to keep this 65 knots for 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Idle, power idle. And then we're just pitching like we're trying to make the runway. Come on, we're trying to make the runway. Oh, I want to make the runway. Come on. And we're just pitching back, trying to make the runway, Come on, we're just trying to make the runway. And there's the stall. Reduced angle attack, full power. Flaps immediately at 20 degrees. Climbing on out of this pitch attitude, which is perfect. We're going to be climbing at 68 or 62 knots, 58 to 62 knots. Nice, good climb out. We're going to wait till we're at a safe altitude.
And then clean.
And then clean. And there's about a safe altitude. That'd be about 200 feet above. Flaps up, and then we're going to pitch for 74 knots, which is VY, and climb on out of there ASAP. So there's 74 right there, so we're just climbing out ASAP, trying to get out of there as quickly as possible. Also while on the heading. Cool. I'm going to have you try that again, 100% on your own. So we'll get in the landing configuration, so throttle 1,500 RPM first.
Yes, traffic.
Flaps to 10?
Yep.
Or do you want 20?
We want in the flap operating range before we go 20. So we're within flap operating range, and then flaps full. All the way down. Yep.
30.
And we're pitching for 65 knots.
Which we have here.
Which we'll pitch down to catch it, because we want to catch it. Venice traffic, White 7655, Papa Delta, 6 miles to the west, maneuvering at 2,500, Venice.
And power idle.
And then pitch.
Venice traffic, 199er Charlie Hotel. It's about 3 miles west of the field, looking for 655 Papa Delta.
And we're just trying to get there. We're gonna make it to the runway. I want to make it. I'm pitching back. And reduce angle attack, full power. Flaps immediately to 20. Pitch
what is that smell? Do you smell something?
It's
like a strong odor.
All right.
It was the second time I smelled it.
It's fuel, a little bit, oil, a little bit of oil burn, because this aircraft burns a lot of oil. It's kind of a sweet smell, so it's gonna be like engine oil. Yeah. Nothing too severe. We still have great engine pressure and everything like that. And positive rate flaps up.
The one thing I noticed on the first power stall.
All right, yeah.
Okay. So what Brett was looking for us?
Yeah, let's look for Brett. So if he's 3 miles, because we are exactly 6 miles west. My controls. Full level off at 2,500.
Venice traffic, 199er Charlie Hotel. I'm about 1 mile off of 655 Papa Delta's wings, just waving hi.
I see him there.
Right back at you.
See you back in Sarasota.
Have a safe flight. See you there. Oh, that's cool. Let's get the cameras to see that. They're heading northbound.
Venice traffic, Cessna 94097, 10 miles to the south. We'll be entering the right downwind.
And they're at our 12 o'clock right there.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, we'll start our maneuvers northbound a little bit and just kind of keep playing with this little quadrant that we've been messing with. We'll go up to 3 grand this time, and I want to see some steep turns.
enough of them last time, huh?
What was that?
You didn't get enough of the steep turns last time, did you?
Didn't get enough of them. I want more.
1414, departing runway 13.
Alright, so here we are level at 3,000 feet. And we're in the cruise configuration. Oh, actually, let's put the cruise configuration in. So we'll check the checklist.
A cruise power 2100 or 2100 to 2700 RPM.
Yep, we're at 22.
No more than 75%.
Yep.
Mixture lean.
So we'll go ahead and lean the mixture. Just going to bring this back. And we're going to check the EGT over here.
GT.
And then you're going to notice that the temperature is going to go up. It's going to rise in temperature.
Oh yeah, it's going up right now.
And the moment that it peaks, we're going to enrich it by about 3 turns.
Lower peak right here, the yellow line.
No, it just, see right there how it peaked? Yeah. So we're going to put it rich 3 notches. So we're rich of peak. Cool, we'll continue.
All right.
We'll keep it on this page.
How you copy?
That's it.
Down, yes, sir.
Altimeters. Set.
Main, AP, GPS reset.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, cool.
So what does that actually do? Just
cleaning it out?
Oh yeah, I mean, this here.
The checklist? When you're going on cross countries, it makes fuel efficiency good.
Oh, okay.
And it gives you just a reminder as to what to check. Alright, so give me a steep turn. We'll do some clearing turns at first. So on this heading, we'll make a right turn to the right.
Turn to the right.
We'll use less rudder. Use a little bit less rudder.
Runway 13, Venice.
Good night, traffic. Hey, Sean, do I need
to gain my feet position?
Oh, okay.
Half mile to the east at about, inbound to the north helicopter pad, Peter night traffic. Okay.
Cool. Clear, and then we'll go back to the north on a 30 heading.
Hawk 814, departing pattern to the southeast.
330 heading?
Yep. Right, cool. So here we are at 2,900-ish.
Altitude.
Good altitude for air conditioning. And then we're going to start our first steep turn to the left whenever you're ready. What we're going to do is we're going to bring that power back a little bit.
Yeah, just getting altitude here.
Ooh. Lower the nose and bring the power to 21, so more power, more power. We're not doing any stalls or slow flight or anything, we're just doing steep turns.
Okay.
So 2,200 RPM.
There we go.
A little more. Cool. So here we are, level at altitude. And we're going to try our best to kind of see that horizon and try to be able to pinch it.
Well, you want to do left or right?
We're going to do left. So, we're going to start that roll into the left, a little bit of left rudder. Not as much left rudder, but some. And we're going to pitch back a little bit. We can use 2 full swipes of the trim to help us out. And then here we are there. So just that little bit of horizon that we see that we see a little bit too much of the ground. So we're going to pitch back a little bit. Yep. So right there is where we want to be, right there. So having the dash intersect with, or the horizon intersect with the dash right there and pinch that through. Right at the base of the clouds is where I'm pinching it right there. And I'm just going to keep that the whole way. And then here we are at our turn, and we're going to do the same thing out to the right.
About the G's on that one.
Right, yeah, because we got a little low, so we had to compensate by pitching back a little bit more, and then once we had our point, we took our point. And then we're going to allow ourselves to descend just a wee bit. Yep, 45 degrees right here. And then just right there is exactly where we want to pinch it. That is a perfect steep turn. Perfect job. Right there on altitude. We're climbing just a wee bit now because we kind of lost sight of some of that definitive horizon. But Right there, perfect. Perfect. We'll steepen it up a little bit more in terms of the bank. Perfect, right there. Awesome. Very, very good.
When traffic is 1 9 showing, cross the runway 13 minutes traffic.
Peter 9 traffic,
perfect.
Charlie is turning
And then we reduce that back pressure that we have, and we can take out that that 2 swipes of trim that we had, and then we can bring the power back to 21. Because always when we go into those steep turns, since we're using a lot of back pressure, we have to add a little bit of power into it because we're going to start slowing down.
Do we want to get back on our heading?
Yep, we're just going to go back on the heading, and then we'll try it again. We'll start it to the left. So remember, on our left turn, we don't use anywhere near as much left rudder. Yeah. But in the right turn, we're going to use a lot more significant amount of rudder because that left turning tendencies, P factor, torque, spiraling, slipstream, and gyroscopic precession.
Horrible.
Yep. And here we are at altitude. We're just going to maintain that 3,200 feet, which is a nice even number. I like it. Once we start that turn, we're going to add about 100, maybe 150 RPM, and then we're going to put 2 swipes of trim in and kind of pinch that horizon through the dash.
That was something I did not do last time.
Right, so we're going to use that to our advantage.
Okay.
So, turning left, about 150 RPM, add it in. So we'll add it in. A little more, 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 add it in. There it is right there. And then there's 2 swipes on the trim, 1 and 2.
And we're at 45.
Yep. Notice we're not climbing nor descending. We're just going to keep this pitch attitude right here.
We could be here all day.
Exactly. So we have a pretty decent amount of ground, so we're going to pitch back just a little bit, and we can roll out a little bit more as well in order to give ourselves a little bit more of a pitch up attitude, or to at least increase in altitude a little more. Right, so as we can see there, we rolled out a little bit. We're still within the parameters, and we're getting that altitude back instead of pulling back and extruding ourselves to too many G's. So right there is exactly where we want to be.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to pitch that the whole way through. We're going to maintain this pitch attitude forever. We're going to keep this steep turn in for a long period of time just so we can get that sight picture in.
Yep.
And that amount of pressure, that back pressure we're feeling, that's exactly what we want every time. A perfect steep turn. Using that horizon where it intersects with the dash as a perfect aiming point.
And it looks like 45 degrees on the horizon.
Exactly. So you can see that little 45 degree. Perfect. And then just backing up, looking inside at your instruments. Are we still maintaining our altitude? Are we still at 45 degrees of bank?
Altitude.
And we're slowing down a little bit so we can add a little more power because I notice you're kind of slowly walking that power out. We'll put a little bit of power in. Perfect.
We're still staying on 2100.
Absolutely.
RPM.
And I'm going to back off on the controls and let you continue it all through. And we have a little bit of the ground in sight.
Perfect. Back up.
Cool. There you go.
Also looking at the speed, we were increasing in speed.
Which is fine, yeah. We're probably about 85 to 90 knots throughout the entire duration of this maneuver, or what the cruise speed that we started in. Very good. Cool, so then we can roll out half of our bank angle, which is going to be 20 degrees prior to our heading. So at a northern heading, a little bit past the northern heading, we'll start our rollout. So right here.
Right there. Yep.
And then we're going to bring that back pressure out because we had a whole bunch in. We'll be pitching forward, and then you can bring that power back to 21. But you already slowly brought that power back throughout the maneuver, so we don't have to really touch that power. Cool.
And let me fix the compass here a bit. Good.
Cool. And I'll have you give me a right steep turn down to the south.
Right steep turn down to the south. Ready? Hold on. 45-degree bank turn to the right.
Very good. Because we're descending a little bit, so we can add a little bit more back pressure. There we go. Perfect. And we'll roll out.
I still had my mind. I wanted to go around.
Going all the way through. Yeah. Very, very good job. Excellent job. All right, so this time we're going to work on that power on stall. Remember those power on stalls that we did a while back?
Yes.
We're going to visit them again. Those are the ones that most people are kind of afraid of in the Cessna because it has that tendency to dip the wing. So we're going to give it a shot. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate it again to you. So this is going to be in the takeoff configuration. So throttle, we're going to put it down to 1,500. Mixture full rich. Fuel selectors of both. Fuel cutoff is in. And then we're just going to slow down until we get to about 70 knots. Once we get to 70 knots, we're going to apply the power to 2,000 RPM, and we're going to simulate that we're taking off. All right, so I'm going to pitch back and slowly bring that power to 20. And I'm just going to maintain this back pressure here. I don't want to exceed 20 degrees of pitch up attitude, which will be that second solid black line. So I like to do about 12 degrees of pitch up attitude and just let the aircraft stall on itself. And there's that stall, reduced angle attack, full power, and then just climbing on out. So here's 62 knots, climbing on out at VX. Positive rate, safe altitude. Now I'm going to lower the pitch attitude and climb out at 74 knots to get on out of there as quickly as possible. There's 74 right there, still using that right rudder, and then just climbing on out of it. We are back at our altitude. I'll go ahead and cruise it out. Cool. So I'll put that mixture of rich pull forward back in for you, and we are cruised out, and I'll have you take controls.
Okay.
You have controls?
My controls.
Cool.
So I'm going to increase speed.
We're going to bring down the throttle down to 1,500. We're going to look for 70 knots. We're going to go back on that southern heading. Now we want to use ailerons to always turn us. Rudders is a no-no for turning us.
Smell that smell again.
Yep.
I'm looking more at the controls today than I would normally look.
Right. So we're going to look for 70 knots.
70 knots coming up.
And then 2,000 RPM. And we're going to slowly pitch up.
Technically a stall.
There's the buffet, so reduced angle attack, full power.
Full power.
Reduced angle attack. And then we're climbing at 62 knots, pinching it up. So we lost a lot of heading there.
Yeah. I was looking at airspeed.
Right. Alright, cool.
Try that again, so
yep.
we're going to drop
so
down to
1,500 RPM. 70 knots, so there's 70 knots. We're going to start slowly pitching back, and then we're out of that power to 2,000 RPM. Remember that right rudder? Perfect. Don't want to pitch up too much, that'd be bad. And then we're just keep this pitch attitude right there. And there it is, reduce angle attack, full power. And then pinching that 62 knots. There's that 62 knots, and we're pinching it. Positive rate. And then we'll pitch down for 74 knots.
Still on heading.
Very good. And then I'll have you try that all alone.
Okay. Oh, we'll drop it down to 15. Wait to get to 70.
Yep.
Pitch up for 70.
Yep.
Stay in the southern heading.
Yep.
We're here at 70. We're going to
slowly start pitching up as well.
To 2,000.
Yep.
Stay on heading.
Stay nice and coordinated.
And we hear the stall horn.
Yep.
And we're going to pitch up anyway because we're going to ignore the stall warning. And full power. 62 knots. And hold that positive rate. Actually, we're increasing. Nothing happened there.
Cool, my controls. So, essentially, we're just looking for that 62 knots and then 74. So that one, here, we
went to 62 and then it just increase in speed. So was our nose down?
Pitching up. Remember power for altitude, pitch.
Yeah, but
for
I'm saying the speed was going up.
Correct, so we weren't pitching hard enough. Pitch up for airspeed, so we were pitched down a little bit too much. Pitching up for airspeed. So here we are, 1500 RPM. We're going to look for 70 knots. Blown to 70. There's 70 knots. Rotate. Power to 20. And I'm maintaining this about 12 degrees of pitch up attitude, maintaining coordination. I'm going to bring it to a full stall. Like that. Full power, reduce the angle of attack. And then we're going to look for 50 or 62 knots right there. See how we're getting a little fast, so I'm going to pitch up just a little bit. So there's that 62. Climbing on out. Positive rate. Then I'm going to lower the nose to bring up a faster airspeed.
Okay. Try it again?
Yep.
All right. My controls.
Your controls.
All right. So we're going to do drop down to 1500 RPM.
Yep.
We'll wait to get to what, 70?
Yep. So pitch for 70, so pitch up.
We're going to increase the throttle to 2000.
Yep.
We're going to pitch up, pitch up, pitch up, pitch up, pitch up. 4 degrees. Try to stay on the heading. And stall horn is on. Up some more. I've had enough of that. Two.
Very good.
Positive rate. Okay, positive rate, we can get down.
Yep, and don't forget about the full power whenever we recover from a stall.
Now this entire time I'm looking at the gauges here. I'm not even looking outside, so from a VFR perspective, more like
so you
IFR.
want to just reference them, right? So just do it as necessary to reference them. Oh. And we'll bring her back to 21. Lean her out.
Be nice to have a sign right here, like lean, more, left.
Right. Alright.
Peter 9 traffic, Sky High 355, Venice ready to turn left crosswind. $0 18, Peter 9.
Cessna 515, Romeo Victor, short and final 19er.
What else do I do?
Alright, so we did basically all the maneuvers that I want us to do. Turn, stalls, power on, stall, power off, stall. Slow flight. Maneuvers. Oh, I've got one. Alright, so let's realign the compass actually.
Peter 9 traffic, Sky High 3552 Charlie is turning downwind for runway.
Uh-oh, we just lost our engine.
Uh-oh. So we're going to look for a place to land.
Yep, A, B, C, D. A,
place.
A,
A.
Airspeed to glide.
Airspeed to glide. So I'm going to try to increase.
68 knots. Perfect, right there, that's glide. B, best place to land, Venice.
See Venice right on the left side
yep.
there?
Airspeed.
I do hear the stall horn.
That's not the stall horn, that's just airflow. C, checklist of above 3,000, so we are above 3,000, we can do the checklist. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the controls from you. I don't get too close to Venice for the time being.
Peter 9 traffic, Sky High 3552 Charlie is turning left base for runway 18, Peter 9.
So your flaps up, make sure idle cut off. Brakes apply. It is off, yep. Master off. Off. would.
This is takeoff roll.
Okay.
Engine failure during flight.
Airspeed 68 knots. Suitable landing area.
13
at Venice.
Venice traffic.
Fuel shut-off valve pushed in. Fuel pump on. Fuel pump is on.
We would turn it on. We don't have to worry about it right now. But we would turn it on.
What to say? I was like, wait a minute, it's off.
Select
fuel.
both.
Hey, Rohan, don't forget to take Delta to pick me up, sir.
And then make sure you're rich. If not, restart it yet. Is both on.
Sorry, sir. Coming on the way.
Or start. Propeller stopped. Throttle mixture. Try different combinations. Restart. Fuel pump off.
Traffic. 515.
And zero fuel flow. So fuel flow right now. To be zero, but it's actually more like 2.
Yeah, we don't have to analyze everything to like the down to the nitty gritty. Just looking. Just a quick reference, see if it's 0. And then D, declare an emergency. 121.5. Declare mating. We have engine failure.
It's 7600.
And then we'll squawk 7700.
770.
Yep. So here we are, nice and trimmed out at 68 knots. Airplane's flying at 68 knots.
This is slow flight then.
Not necessarily slow. I mean, technically it's slow because it's below cruise, but I have it trimmed out for glide.
Magically, we got our engines started again.
All right, so you can have your engine back.
It's here. Back to our heading.
We'll go on a north heading. And I want you to climb me up to 4 grand. So we'll go full power for this.
Venice traffic, which runway are you using? Venice traffic, anyone in the traffic pattern?
Traffic, and taking departure, party straight in.
We'll use outside as our primary pitch attitude, so we want the horizon to intersect right through with the audio panel. Or just on the horizon. We'll put our nose right on the horizon so we can climb at a cruise climb. We'll pitch down just a wee bit. A little more pitch down. Right there. That's how we want to climb. That'll give us a nice, clean climb. And we'll pitch down and power down. So have we ever went over an emergency descent?
No.
So an emergency descent is going to be where you have to get down ASAP.
ASAP.
Right, so you want to decrease in your altitude as soon as possible. You want to do that quickly, and or if there's an emergency, make small adjustments. If we're like really close to our heading, we make really small adjustments. Because right there, I think you went up to 20 degrees of bank for just small, tiny, minute adjustments if we're on a specified heading. Right, so because we're just a little bit, just a minor correction, very minor corrections. And then we're going a little slow, so we're going to pitch down minor corrections. We'll apply that power back to 21.
Venice traffic, 94.
Or if you want to increase airflow over your wing, over the engine, whatever the case may be, at an increased velocity, say for example we had a fire, then we would do an emergency descent as well. So what's an emergency descent? It's where we're going to bring the power to idle, pitch the nose down, we're going to get an airspeed up to VNO, which is the end of the green arc.
Yes.
And we're going to fly at that all the way down to our desired altitude. That's going to give us that's going to give us maximum airflow over the wing, over the engine cowling. If we have a fire, it's going to get us down really quick as well. It's smooth air. You can exceed it. If you do have an engine fire, you can exceed that and go all the way up to, but not including VNE. Cool. So I'll give you a demonstration.
All right, your controls?
My controls. So boom, we have a wing fire. Something just happened. Crap. Throttle, idle, mixture, enriching. Pitch down. And I'm going to do 30-degree banks left and right. I'm pitching down really hard because we're still pitching for airspeed. Remember to pop your ears. And my desired altitude is going to be at 4,000 or at 3,000. Okay. So I'm going to level off 2,200 feet prior. Taking a left turn. Here we are coming up on 200 feet prior. So I'm going to slowly start pitching up.
Just dropped 1,100 feet and roughly what?
I just did that so that
seconds.
We can have, right, yeah. And then we're going to pitch up. Here we are at our altitude. And then as we get a decent airspeed below 100 knots, then I'm going to apply that power back into 2,100 RPM. That's an emergency descent.
Okay.
I'll have you give me an emergency descent down to 2,000 feet.
Venice traffic white says the 655 Papa Delta is about 6 miles to the northwest, maneuvering emergency descent down to 2,000 feet.
Okay, I want to get back.
And we have an engine, we don't have to worry about heading. We have an engine fire. Mixture rich full forward, and then throttle idle. Nope. Throttle idle. Pitching down for 125, 130 knots.
Do I concentrate on the compass or what?
Nope, not at all. We're looking outside, we're looking inside for a second, looking outside, looking inside for a second, looking outside. We want that good airflow. We want that positive rate. Here's 200 feet prior to our rollout. Slowly pitching back, or arresting that descent, and then letting ourselves bleed off. And you can add that power back in now that we're below 100. And we're going to go southbound. Cool, that's an emergency descent.
Okay. I just mixed up a bit, throttle in.
Right, yeah, we would overspeed the engine at that point.
Venice is noise sensitive.
Actually, we'll keep a 150 heading.
Venice Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation 1733 Zulu. Wind 200 at 11 knots. Visibility 6.
And I'll have you go to a 120.
20.
Venice traffic white says the 655 Papa Delta is about 5 miles to the northwest. We're going to be overflying the field at 2,000 feet to enter the 45, the teardrop entry for the 45, left downwind for runway 23, Venice.
Peter night traffic, icon, or sorry, Scott, Fortic Hotel, final runway 18, Peter.
So we're going to overfly Venice's airport. Okay. Winds are 200. And so that's a good sign for runway 23.
Venice traffic, Skyhawk 782, Juliet Alpha, 7 mile final, runway 13. Venice.
13, why would they use 13? 7 mile final, what is that 7 mile final?
Venice traffic, Skyfly 442 is at 1,400 feet, overflying the field, and then going to be entering the 45 left downwind for runway 23, Venice traffic.
There we go, yeah, more people using 23, good. Because that's what's up. We'll keep 1,700. And we're going to be visually overflying the field.
Right at the cross?
Yeah, absolutely. And then we're going to parallel with the runway that's running this way. We're going to parallel with that one.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, not parallel. We're going to come adjacent with it.
Okay.
Then fly out to our teardrop entry.
Venice traffic, Skyhawk 6042 Zulu is 8 miles to the north. I'm entering a left downwind for runway 23, Venice traffic.
Venice traffic, White Cessna 655, Papa Delta is about 3 miles to the north-northwest. We're going to overfly the field at 1,500 and do the teardrop entry for the 45 left downwind runway 23.
Add more power. We descended about 400 feet since then.
Venice traffic, Southbound 442 is turning for the 45 left downwind for runway 23, Venice traffic.
Venice traffic, Skyhawk 782 Juliet Alpha, 4.5 mile final.
Yeah, the magic number on this is about 2,100 RPM.
What's up?
The magic number on this is about 2,100 RPM. I was about 1,700. That's why we dropped.
You'll descend below 2,000 RPM if you're keeping a pitch attitude consistent. So we'll go back to 2,100 RPM. Because otherwise you're just going to descend, and we don't want to descend. Okay. Because we're going to overfly the field 1,500, right? Yep.
Venice traffic, Southbound 442 is on the left downwind for runway 23, Venice traffic.
I have him in sight. He's at our 12 o'clock, 1 mile below 1,000. No factor.
Venice traffic, Sky 6042 Zulu, 5 miles to the north, 2,500 and overfly the field, join the left downwind for 23 Venice.
Peter 9 traffic, Skyhawk 3552 Charlie is turning left crosswind for runway 18, Peter 9.
Mic controls?
Go controls.
Mic controls. So I'm just going to make it a little faster because I have a feeling these people behind us who are 5 miles north aren't going to do the teardrop entry. So I just want to...
Venice traffic, 94 mics, about 10 nautical miles east to the field. We'll be joining the shade-in runway 23. We'll be doing the shade-in runway 23.
Venice traffic, White Cessna 655, Papa Delta is over the field at 1,500. Teardrop entry for the 45 left downwind runway 23, Venice.
Venice traffic, Southbound 442 is turning left base for runway 23, Venice traffic.
Peter 9 traffic, Skyhawk 3552 Charlie is
So
turning
we just
downwind
went
for
adjacent to our runway that we're using.
Yeah.
So this is us going over that runway. And we're just overflying. Here's the downwind. So we're going to maintain this at least 1,500 feet over the downwind. And then I'm going to start descending while I'm going through my turn. I'm going to make that right turn so we get 45 right down.
Final for runway 23, Venice traffic.
Oh, you know what I was thinking? Making a left turn then.
Nope, teardrop entry. So we're going to...
Any type of teardrop can be right automatically, or?
No. It's just going to look like a teardrop if we were to...
6042 Zulu, 3 miles to the north,
color.
descending down to 1,500, going to overfly the field, between the left downwind 23 Venice.
They're not doing the teardrop, are they?
Peter 9 traffic, Skyhawk 3552 Charlie is turning left base for runway 18, Peter 9.
Venice traffic, Skyhawk 782 Juliet Alpha is about a mile and a half final, runway 13. Doing the RNAV approach, we're going to overfly the field and depart to the southeast Venice.
Venice traffic, White Cessna 655, Papa Delta, 45 left downwind runway 23, Venice.
Venice traffic, Southbound 442 is taking the runway 23, coming.
Cool. Here we are on a padded altitude, here we are on a downwind. And here we are, beam our numbers. So, your controls, throttle 1,500 RPM.
RPM.
I'll get your flaps, flaps
Thank
10.
you. Flaps 10.
Peter 9 traffic, Skyhawk 3552 Charlie is turning final.
Big fire up there, huh?
Yeah.
Venice traffic, Skyhawk 6042 Zulu, 1,600 directly over the field. I'm going to join the 45 to the left downwind for runway 23, Venice traffic.
Add more power. Dropping a bit.
You can make that left turn.
Left turn.
Venice traffic, White Cessna 655, Papa Delta turning left base, runway 23, touch and go, Venice.
Venice traffic, Southbound 442 is clear of runway 23, Venice traffic.
Power to idle.
Venice traffic, 6042 Zulu, directly over the field, slowly going to be maneuvering into the left downwind for 23 on the 45, 1500 Venice traffic.
Venice traffic, Skyhawk 782 Juliet Alpha is over midfield now at 700 feet. We're turning northeastbound to stay clear of the downwind for 23 Venice.
Venice traffic, white 7655, Papa Delta turning final for runway 23, touch and go, Venice.
Is 10 nautical miles to the north, will be making 5 to the left downwind, runway 18.
We got some crosswind, so that rudder.
Back to runway 23.
Yep, so what we're going to do is we're going to slip.
Venice traffic.
So we got winds to
traffic,
what looks
6042
like
Zulu
our
on
headwind.
45 to the left downwind for runway 23, Venice traffic.
I'm going to idle right now.
Yeah, keep it at idle the whole time. Now you can add a little bit of power.
And Venice traffic, 6042 Zulu to southwest left at midfield left downwind, runway 23, Venice traffic.
A little more power. More
Venice
power.
traffic, 94 Mike, about 6 miles final, runway 23.
Notice how much right rudder I'm putting in?
Yes.
Look at all that left ailerons that I have in.
Ton of right.
Power idle.
Idle.
I'll just have you observe. So notice how much left aileron that I'm using, how much right rudder I got. Just leveling off over the runway and just letting the aircraft come down on its own.
Clean up and full power.
How many
Positive
miles
rate.
final is the guy on 23 on final?
Rotate.
5.6 nautical miles final, runway 23.
Okay, we're going to go in front of you. Venice traffic, 6042 Zulu, turning a 1.5 mile left base, 23 Venice traffic.
A lot of wind pushing us to the from the right.
Yeah, those are pretty ugly. We'll do one more lap in the pattern and then we'll start making our way back to Sarasota.
42 Zulu, turning a 1.5 mile final, runway 23 Venice.
Make a turn here.
Oh, wait. Yep, sure.
Venice traffic, white 655, Papa Delta turning left crossing runway 23, Venice.
Remember, we want to make it all nice and square.
Oh, okay.
Venice traffic, white 655, Papa Delta turning left downwind runway 23, Venice.
Venice traffic, 6042 Zulu, short final, 23 Venice.
Venice traffic, airline 2 showing up 7 miles east of the field, 700 feet, incline landing at 16.
Nope. 21.
About 3 miles east-northeast of the field, Venice.
Venice traffic, 94 Mike, about 3 miles final, runway 23.
Thermals.
Keep in mind, you're going to start intercepting with the final and probably intercept with somebody who's on final. You're getting blown into the final.
And Venice traffic, 6042
This is the
Zulu,
heading
currently
we want.
active at Bravo, taxiing to FBO via Bravo Alpha, Venice traffic.
We're going to keep this pitch attitude until we cross wings abeam with the traffic who's on the 3 mile final, who's currently at our 11 o'clock.
Okay. Beam in sight?
Yep.
I don't.
I do.
Okay. 11 o'clock.
10 o'clock. No, not. 10:50.
Oh, I see him now. Yep.
Venice traffic, southwest 442. How far is the guy on final for runway 23? We have short finals, runway 23, 2 nautical miles. Gotcha, I'll wait for you. Cover 442. Thank you guys, Dan.
Venice traffic, white 655, Papa Delta is turning base for runway 23 behind the 2 mile traffic on final. Venice.
Bottom 1,500.
1,500.
Left 10.
Left 10.
on the base, squaring it off. See how nice and square this is.
Yep.
Turning final. Venice traffic, White Cessna 655, Papa Delta, turning final for runway 23, number 2, Venice.
Peter 9 traffic, Skyhawk 355.
Left to 20.
Turning left crosswind for runway 18, Peter 9.
Power idle. Correct over to the left.
Way left, huh? The wind is coming from this way.
Over there, it's coming from this.
Oh.
And we'll slip a little bit. Traffic on
Peter 9
touchdown.
traffic, Skyhawk 355 Charlie is turning downwind for runway 18, Peter 9.
Now, in something like this, could you do a glass water landing?
Hey,
Would it be easier?
Peter 9 traffic, Skyhawk 18728 is 3 nautical miles to the east. We'll be turning on to the 45 for the left downwind for 18, and we've got that traffic in the pattern in sight.
And Venice traffic, Centurion 74 Bravo, radio check, please.
Controls.
We're idle, we're still high.
I'm just going to slow down for these guys if they're not getting on the runway at any time soon.
Oh, is that right there?
I don't know what he's doing, he's just playing around. Alright, he's getting off.
Venice traffic 9 is clear of active runway 23.
And Warrior, hold short on 23. Are you waiting on an IFR or something? Oh, there you go. That's what you're waiting on.
Yep, I was waiting
At
for
this point in time, I'm looking at 23, 23, and then...
Power idle, looking down the runway, using the rudders
runway
as necessary. See how much rudder I have in, and I'm using a little bit of left aileron, and then we're just going to level off over the runway, allow it for main wheel touch, and then we're going to go to nose. Flaps up.
Flaps up and clean.
Anticipate that right rudder.
2 is going to line up and wait on runway 23. Venice traffic.
And rotate. Head back up to Sarasota.
Yep.
Left downwind for runway 18,
And Venice traffic, White Cessna 655, Papa Delta's on the upwind for runway 23, will be a northbound departure, Venice.
And Venice traffic, Centurion's lining up and waiting on 23 behind the departing Warrior.
Venice traffic, about 442 is taking off from runway 23 and then departing to the southwest. Venice traffic.
And we'll make that right turn.
Venice traffic, White Cessna 655, Papa Delta departing to the northwest, go Venice.
Sarasota 8, it's India 1653 Zulu.
Can we buzz that pier?
At 10, visibility 10,
What's up?
few clouds.
Can we buzz that pier?
900. Temperature 33, dew point 19er, altimeter 3014. Visual approaches in use, sending and departing runways 14 and 22. Notice the determined taxiway Bravo is closed between runway 14 and taxiway Charlie. Taxiway Bravo is also closed from the approach into runway 22 to the hangar 7 ramp. For clearances, contact ground control 121.9er. Runway 22 is closed to aircraft with wingspans greater than 0 at or below 1,000.
3235, 29 Mike, thanks.
We'll climb up to 15.
6, India.
842 Mike, Alpha 10 for approach, roger, expect the visual approach for runway 14.
November 956 to Hotel, I would like to request the approach VOR 14 as coordinates.
562 Hotel 10 for approach, have your request.
Cool, very good.
Contact ground control 121.9er. Runway 22 is closed to aircraft with wingspans greater than 79 feet. Advise on this contact, you have ATIS, India.
I'm going to have you say it. Would you like to write down what to say to Tampa? Or Or do you think you'll be able to do it?
I'm going to say Tampa departure, 655 Papa Delta, requesting enter into Sarasota Airport. Airspace.
Inbound full stop landing into Sarasota. Inbound.
Oh, inbound.
Full stop landing. Into Sarasota. But we need to tell them where we are. So, Tampa approach, Cessna 655 Papa Delta. We are 15 miles south of Sarasota at 1,500. Inbound full stop landing with information India.
VFR, change with Dial 3, then have a good day. November Delta.
So I'll have you practice that with me.
Hey, Sarasota. Tampa departure, 655 Papa Delta. We're at 8 miles, 15 miles south of Sarasota, requesting full stop. Information India.
Yep. Try it one more time.
Tampa departure, 655 Papa Delta. We're 15 miles south of Sarasota, requesting full stop into Sarasota, 655 Papa Delta.
Yep, but you want to say 655 Papa Delta at the end. Cool.
52. 3352 for 6174 Bravo.
Tampa departure, 655 Papa Delta. We're 15 miles south of Sarasota, requesting full stop. We're at 1,500 feet.
6174 Bravo, radar contact 5 miles to the north of the Venice Airport. You clear to the the hotel Mike Papa Airport. Via radar
India.
vectors.
Information, don't worry about it.
Flight heading of a 340, climb and maintain 10,000, 10,000. That will be your final. Tampa altimeter 3016.
Will they give us a squawk?
3016 on the altimeter, and we're radar vectors up to 10,000, 340, heading assigned for 6174 Bravo.
5 Lima, 74 Bravo, read back, was correct. Sirius 5 Lima Bravo, contact Tampa approach on moment 8.8.
1885 Bravo.
Now Mike Charlie, best rate down to 4,000.
Roger, now Mike Charlie.
November 842 Mike Alpha, descend and maintain 2,000.
2,000 to Mike Alpha.
I'll have you give me a 180-degree turn to the back, to the south. We'll just do, yeah.
Tampa, this is Mirage 89 Papa Mike at 6,000.
Because we're right on the fringe there, and we don't want to cross into Sarasota airspace until we get a readback or acknowledge.
Yep.
And they haven't said anything.
Yeah.
Tampa approach, Smith 1, level 8,000.
And Miss Head, who was that calling Tampa approach?
Smith 1, level 8,000 with India.
Flight 1, Roger, you can expect the visual approach for runway 14.
Mirage 89 Papa Mike is at 6,000.
Flight 1, you were stepped on, you can expect runway 14.
Expecting 14, Flight 1.
329 Mike Charlie, a turn right heading of 320, contact Tampa approach on 118.8, 18.8.
Increase our altitude a bit.
It's at 692, descend and maintain 2,000, allows me to have the Sarasota Airport in sight.
Down to 2,000, we have Sarasota in sight, exit at 692.
So 692, clear for the visual approach, runway 14.
And we'll go back up to the
Clear
north,
for the visual
just a northern heading.
exit at 692.
842 Mike Alpha, off Sarasota in sight.
This is Mirage 89 Papa Mike at 6,000.
89 Papa Mike, Tampa approach, Roger.
Tampa approach, Cessna 655 Papa Delta with you. We are 15 miles south of Sarasota, level 1,600, inbound full stop landing with India.
November 6174 Bravo, turn left heading of 320, vector street climb.
320, 6174 Bravo.
2 Mike Alpha, turn right heading of 270 vectors for the sequence, your number 2 into the airport.
270 to join, 2 Mike Alpha.
2 Mike Alpha, reduce your speed, reaching 2,000, reduce your speed to 190.
198 to 2 Mike Alpha.
Aircraft is calling inbound, give me the call sign again.
655 Papa Delta.
5 Papa Delta, is that correct?
Affirmative, 655 Papa Delta.
655 Papa Delta, squawk 0113.
0113, 655 Papa Delta.
We've got an acknowledgement from Tampa departure.
Yep, so now we can continue
Then
through.
we can continue.
It's at 692, keep your speed up, to number 1 for the airport.
We'll call it at 692.
Probably call what, 14?
04, I would imagine.
655 Papa Delta, your radar contact 12 miles to the south of the Sarasota Airport. Latest information, India current, expect runway 14. What's your type aircraft?
We'll expect runway 14, we have India, and we're a Cessna 172 Skyhawk, 5 Papa Delta.
5 Papa Delta, roger. Can you climb, maintain 2,100 VFR?
Hey, from the 2,100 VFR, 655 Papa Delta.
5 Papa Delta, roger, maintain 2,100.
2,100, 655 Papa Delta.
I was able to do that before you even said anything.
Yeah.
1,200.
There you go.
Victor, Tampa.
Tampa approach 120, we'd like to pick up our IFR to Brooksville.
Where are you?
We're over Clearwater Beach, 2,500 feet westbound.
Should be on 18.8.
18.8 for 00 Victor.
Is it 692, what's your airspeed?
200, exit at 692.
Maintain that until a 4-mile final.
200 till 4 out, exit at 692.
TBM 2, Mike Alpha, reduce your speed to 170 now.
Right back to 172, Mike Alpha.
November 89, Papa Mike, descend and maintain 4,000, turn left heading up 270.
Left 270, 4,000, Papa Mike.
6-2 Hotel, I'm going to be able to the VOR unless you're going to have extensive delays for that approach. I have multiple aircraft inbound. What's your intentions?
Approach Picott 3478 out of 9,000 for 6,000 India.
6-2 Hotel only, go ahead with your readback on what are your intentions?
14, we're going to continue all the way down and then eventually make a right turn probably.
Yep. You are approach for runway 14.
Yes, sir. Or yes, ma'am. I'm unable to VOR approach at any time. It's going to be about 30 to 40 minutes before I get you in on an approach due to all the aircraft inbound. Do you still want to continue inbound on the approach, or do you want to go on VFR?
They're not going to be able to understand that.
Let's do the approach for 6 Hotel, and after that we're going to go back to Fort Myers Hotel.
6-2 Hotel, turn right heading at 320 vectors for the sequence in the Sarasota, you're number 8.
320, 6 Hotel.
Wow.
842 Mike Alpha, got exec jet inside.
That makes us at least number 9.
Exec jet, you're clear for the visual approach for runway 14.
It would just make just loop-de-loops.
Picard 34, 780 Tampa approach, expect runway 14.
We're going to head north up to Anna Maria and then head in.
Yeah.
6-2 Hotel, heading at 320, 320 on the heading, please.
320 on the heading, 6 Hotel, number 8.
It's at 692, contact Sarasota Tower 120.1.
It's at 692, so long.
We'll go on the heading that I have bugged, just a little bit to the right, perfect. Other right. Perfect. Pull out right there. So kind of aiming towards the very peak of that island out there.
Right in the pit, right in the peak.
Flight 1, turn left 15 degrees, vectors for the right downwind for runway 14. Descend and maintain 4,000.
Left 15 degrees, descend and maintain 4,000, that's Flight 1.
Number 89, Papa Mike, turn right turn, heading about 300.
We'll take out a little bit of power to go back to 2,100.
Tampa, Picott 3715, checking in 8,000 for 6,000.
Picard 3715, Tampa approach, roger, reaching 6,000, reduce your speed to 210.
At 6,000 folks, 210 knots, Picard 3715. Mirage 89 Papa Mike would like to continue
we'll
on
keep
the
2100 RPM.
So we clear Bravo and continue VFR from there.
Remember, we can always pitch for our
Hey, now Papa Mike, you can let the next controller know that.
Thank you, 89 Papa Mike.
Yeah.
Picard 3478, descend and maintain 5,000.
So maintain 5,000, Picard 3478.
62 Hotel. If you want to proceed to direct to the VOR and then hold over to VOR, I'll let you know when I can do the approach.
Oh, we're just gonna wait for you, effective to final, 62 Hotel.
62 Hotel, roger. Brickyard 3478, turn right heading at 250.
Right heading 250, Brickyard 3478.
Papa Delta, turn right heading at 350.
350, 5 Papa Delta.
50. Oh.
Brickyard 3478, descend to maintain 2000.
Descend maintain 2000, Brickyard 3478.
Papa Delta, turn right heading of a 020 traffic. Your phone is on a 1 mile final. Advise me you have the Sarasota Airport in sight, currently off your right side in about 4 miles.
020, we have the airport in sight. We'll be looking for the traffic 5 Papa Delta.
Papa Delta, roger, into the right base, runway 14, contact Sarasota Tower 120.1. Keep the speed up the best you can, please.
Alright, we're turning on the afterburners, right base runway 14, 655 Papa Delta, over the tower.
I expect Alpha 4 or Delta.
Just because of traffic?
Yep. Sarasota Tower says 655 Papa Delta with you on the right base runway 14.
November 655 Papa Delta, Sarasota Tower runway 14, continue traffic, will be holding in position.
14 continue, we'll keep the speed up as well, 655 Papa Delta.
Air Shuttle 6079, runway 14, line up and wait, traffic, Cessna 172, 5 flying miles.
Alright, line up and wait, 14, Air Shuttle 6079.
November 2 Mike Alpha, turn right your next taxiway, which is Delta, and ground 12.9er.
Right on Delta, and point in, thanks, to Mike Alpha.
Air Shuttle 6079, runway 14, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 14, Air Shuttle 6079.
Cessna 655, Papa Delta, runway 14, clear land, caution wake turbines, Embraer departure roll.
14, clear to land, 655 Papa Delta.
You got JetBlue on there right now.
3478, left base, runway 14.
Brickyard 3478, Sarasota Tower, runway 14, continue, traffic may be holding in position.
Continue, Brickyard 3478.
Alright, below 110, flaps 10.
Jump on with you.
Yep. Alright, below 85, flaps 20.
Air Shuttle 6079, contact Tampa departure.
Got departure 679.
1,500.
1,500.
Brickyard 3478, runway 14, clear to land.
14, clear to land, Brickyard 3478.
Throttle walk it out to idle.
Idle.
How much right ailerons I got in. Notice how we hit the right first, then left, then center.
Controls.
Number 655 Papa Delta, you can turn left 1A, we'll ground 1.9.
Left to Charlie 2, then grab 0.9 or 1, 655 Papa Delta. We'll make a left here on Charlie 2.
American 1676 ready whenever you are.
Landing lights on,
1676 Sarasota Tower, hold short of runway 14 for arrival.
0.65, squawk 3313.
Strobe off, landing light off.
Cool. How about Paul's on?
We don't have to worry about Paul.
Sarasota ground says the 655 Papa Delta is clear of runway 14 on Charlie to taxi to Universal.
Boost 25521, read back correct. When you're ready for taxi, I need you on 21.9er. Please push your discretion advisory taxi. J's up on the ATIS now. Calling ground, say again, please.
Yes, ma'am. This is Cessna 655 Papa Delta. We're clear of runway 14 at Charlie to taxi to Universal.
Cessna 655 Papa Delta, Sarasota ground, taxi Universal via Charlie Bravo Echo. Hold short on runway 22.
Charlie Bravo Echo, hold short runway 22, 655 Papa Delta.
Dover's on 1825. Everything's combined on 121.9er. Clearance and ground, please.
Working both, right?
What's up?
Working both.
Sarasota ground, Skyhawk 393 Sierra Papa at Dolphin, headed to the east practice field at 2,500.
No, she's referring to
Cessna
clearance delivery.
Sierra Papa,
Clearance delivery and ground controls combined on frequency 121.9er.
600, Tampa 119.65, squawk 0151.
Heading 090, VFR 1,600 below squawk 0151, 393 Sierra Papa.
Number 393 Sierra Papa, confirm you'll maintain at or below 1,600.
Below 1,600, 393 Sierra Papa.
3 Sierra Papa, advise ready from Dolphin, holding short of Alpha north side. Cessna 5 Papa Delta, cross runway 22 at Alpha, correction Charlie.
Cross runway 22 via Charlie 655 Papa Delta.
Lights and strobe are on.
Sarasota ground, King Air November 775 Mike Golf with information Juliet ready to pick up IFR.
King Air 775 Mike Golf, Sarasota ground, cleared to Leesburg via radar vector
Strobe
to need intersection Kilo November Echo Echo Delta, then as filed. On departure, heading 090, maintain 1,600, expect 7,010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.65, squawk 5775.
Alright, King Air 5 Mike Golf cleared to Leesburg Airport via traffic vectors, then need, then as filed. On departure, heading 090 to 1,600, expect 7,010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.65 and squawk 5775.
5 Mike Golf, read back correct, stay parking.
Dolphin Aviation for 5 Mike Golf.
5 Mike Golf,
We had a good day today.
Just extended your flight plan. It'll be good for another 2
nice
hours.
maneuvers
You're
day.
about an hour in, so let us know when you're ready to taxi.
5 Mike Golf, roger that.
Picott 3478, it's on Alpha Parking Bravo 12.
Picott 3478, Sarasota ground, taxi via Alpha, and you can take either Romeo 3 or you can join Bravo, whichever is easiest to get to your gate number.
Alpha, and then Romeo 3 or Bravo, whatever's easier, Picott 3478.
Sarasota ground, Skyhawk 393 Sierra Papa at Dolphin, ready to taxi with information Juliet.
3 Sierra Papa, runway 14, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 14, taxi via Alpha, 393 Sierra Papa.
Intentional aircraft, anyone who's on 1825, please to acknowledge the ATIS. Juliet is up. Everything's combined on 121.9er. Clearance and ground are both on 121.9er, please.
Everything, all electrical equipment off.
Master
Avionics, for, nope, avionics goes off.